Okay, Harper, you got anything before we talk NWA?
No, let's roll.
How much of this episode did you watch?
I watched exactly 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 46 seconds of it.
This should be riveting. Let's roll.
Let's go. October 1st, 1988. So basically, the show opens up and we go straight to the studio. There's no cold opening or anything, and it's Tony, JR, and Crockett. Tony says Jimmy Garvin will be out a few more weeks. If you remember, he had the injury to his leg due to Kevin Sullivan. And then Tony tells us that Bam Bam Bigelow will be here with his manager, Sir Oliver Humperdink. Flair is also here today. Luger's here, and much more. And then the opening gets real confusing because JR and Crockett are saying, let's go to the ring. And Tony's getting told, no, we're not going to the ring. We're going to Sting, who comes out and cuts a wonderful promo that Doc loved. Doc, do you have anything from the opening or Sting's opening promo?
No.
Look at Sting.
Do you want me to play it? It's awesome.
Go ahead. I don't care.
Here it is.
I'm following my nose around because Nature Boy says I'm sticking my nose where it don't belong. I like what I smell in the ring. You see, when a Nature Boy and Barry Windham are in there together, it smells good is the only thing that I can say. And you know what? The reason why I have to do that is because they have been naughty boys because they cheat all the time. I got to stick my nose into that business when the total package is up there against the Nature Boy with that big sundial. You know he must be about 2 minutes behind his nose when he follows his. I'm just about 1 second behind my Nature Boy. Woo! Whether it be me by myself or the total package and the Stinger together, doing it together in the ring, 2-on-2 tag situation. You gotta love it. Woo! Catch him right here.
All right, the one and only Stinger. Now let's go to the ring.
Doc,
Jesus.
I'm going to throw it to you.
I think Harper said it all. Harper speaks for me on this subject.
What's wrong, Harper? You didn't like that?
When's it going to improve?
Hopefully at the Hall of Fame speech. Has he already done that? No coincidence. It's no coincidence that the best feud of his career was him standing up in the rafters not cutting promos.
He got better, Doc.
Okay.
He got better. Come on.
Hey, man, I don't remember Luger being this good. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
Luger's got me ready to buy a ticket. See him win a strap.
You've seen him get better and better and better.
And drier and drier and drier.
Yeah. But Sting's just the same old fucking shit. He's like a kid on spring break. That's like he's got the can of fucking Miller Lite in his hand and screaming at the fucking TV screen on fucking on the MTV spring break. Where's Paul Abdul? Ah!
You're sitting down in high school to take your SAT and he's trying to give you a wet willy. Come on.
All right, let's keep going. I had to play that because my God,
awful.
It was something. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Ron Simmons defeats Eddie Sweat. Doc, anything from that?
Eddie Sweat is our dad joke wrestler of the year, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, this is his first match back since he was hung. Oh, I mean, I'm not saying he's not hung. I mean, just he got. Oh, look, there's his fan club.
You are an asshole. You're going to hell.
Why?
Look at those broads in the front row over there. You see them? Look at
they are.
The big head.
They got lost on the way to the Queensryche concert.
Look at them, dude. With their hair.
She was like the chick from Heart.
Yeah. How do I get you alone? Man, look at Simmons. He's doing some mat work here, stretching somebody.
Yeah, he's not quite bastard. Ronnie Garvin, but yeah, this poor bastard is what I thought too. All right. Any other thoughts, Doc, on Ron Simmons and Eddie Sweat?
Not really.
No. Ron Simmons didn't even break a sweat beating Eddie Sweat.
No, he really didn't. He was bone dry, unlike Luger.
Bone dry.
Doc, you got anything from Simmons' promo after this when he cuts a PSA on Say No to Drugs Again and then he tells child abusers out there that he's going to whoop their asses?
Well, I'm down with the ass whooping of the child abusers, and then I would say do all the drugs.
Okay. Yeah. Be like Tommy Rich, right? And do every drug you can. That's right. Fry your
Why you
brain.
gotta
Good
bring
shit.
him up?
Right.
I
What
don't
does
know.
that have to do with anything we're talking about?
Yeah, he's not
Just-
even on here.
I'm still salty. What can I say? Anyway.
And you are, and the people are starting to realize it too. There's been some Twitter talk about how salty you really are. You have some problems, man.
I do it.
Unresolved issues.
Let me tell you why I do it too. I know it pisses Fake Stan Lane off, and anything that I can do to piss him off, it really that makes me happy. Anyway,
There you go.
Ron Simmons just buried that guy. Simmons wins. He cuts his promo. Then we go to Ivan Koloff, who defeats Agent Steel. Doc, do you have anything from Ivan versus Agent Steel?
Well, no. Ivan still wrestles tough. Don't get it twisted. And now we have the Koloffs back together, my friend.
We absolutely do. So, basically what happens is, let me go to it. It's like at the 13:43 mark or so. So Ivan's out there cutting a promo, and Paul Jones comes out of nowhere and kicks him in the back from inside the ring. And then the Russian assassins come out and they jump Ivan. And then Nikita comes out to make the save. And what do you know? Nikita and Ivan are back together. And Doc, before I go to the promo, any thoughts on the Russians attacking Ivan?
Not on that. I still say there's money in a Koloff reunion.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe
Here's
so
the
too.
they and Ivan and Nikita both need it desperately.
I totally agree. Because I don't think either one of them's been close to what they were since they were separated. But
You could argue that Nikita took off after that, but it was quick.
it was like it happened like it was okay for like 30 to 45 days, and then it cooled off, in my opinion.
And then if you make me listen to Nikita here, I'm quitting the show.
Well, I want to hear Ivan. Here it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back together. I hope back together again. Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff.
You know, I'm very tired. I'm tired of going for maybe 1 or 2 minutes and turn around and see Paul Jones have the assassin on you and attack Uncle Ivan. I'm very tired, you see. It was not but 2 years ago when Magnum TA get heard that all you people out there open your heart for Nikita Koloff. Dusty Rhodes opened his heart for Nikita Koloff. All the people right here tonight, they open the heart for Nikita Koloff. You see, it is time, Uncle Ivan. It is time for the Koloff family, for Shadow Star, to reunite, how you say? To get back together again, Shadow. It is time. The people know. The people know it is time for the Koloff to get back together. We must unite. So must unite. Uncle Ivan, I want to ask the people right now, just like they did 2 years ago for Nikita. I ask you today, open your heart. Open your heart for Uncle Ivan. Uncle Ivan is stubborn now, but I know Uncle Ivan, he has a big heart. And Uncle Ivan can change. Uncle Ivan, I know, is a good man. Yes, Paul Jones, now you must pay. You are going to pay the price of the pain of hell. As sure as God is my witness, I am not a man to curse, not a man to lie. But you are going to pay, Paul Jones, you and your assassins. You are living in the age of Hitler, with his domination and overpowering people, concentration camp. You tried to dominate me, and you see you could not do it. So you turned on me, and you blamed me, and you beat me up with your assassins. And you assassins, you are from the age of Lenin, with the salt mine, with stealing the pride of the people, taking their life from them. Well, it is going to come to an end. This is New Era. Now, Nikita, he is from New Era. I know, like I said before, I am a stubborn man, and it is hard to change old habits. But I'm beginning to see now that Nikita has become Americanized. I see now that the Koloff family must unite, like Nephew Nikita say, to come after people such as you, Paul Jones, if I can use the word people lightly, because you are the scum that crawls in the gutter. And you are going to come to an end, Paul Jones.
as sure as God is my witness. I've become a changed man. For the last 2 years, I've been like a dead man. Since Nikita and I have been broken up. But now that nephew Nikita is back, now that the kind American people have taken us in, now, Paul Jones, you are going to see the fierce of a team that you have never seen before. We are going to get revenge. It is time, Uncle Robin, for you to find out just how great USA is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back together again. Ivan and Nikita Koloff. Now let's go to the ring for the World Television title. Rick Steiner.
Oh, what a sweet moment, Hopper, huh?
Yeah, it was like one of those like those fucking Humane Society commercials when it zooms in like on a dog that's like in a cage, all like frightened and shit. That's what he looked like.
Wow, that's nice.
Yeah.
Doc, what do you think?
I thought it was kind of odd because he was like, open your heart to Uncle Ivan. He's a good man. And then Ivan's first line was, he's going to go to the pit of hell. And then...
Well, it's all right when it's coming from the good guy.
I know, but then he was talking about Hitler and Lenin. And it's like, wait, what? I don't know.
I thought
Didn't work.
was fine.
That one didn't work for me.
Okay.
I just can't stand fucking Nikita.
God almighty.
It's like the accent gets worse.
Dude, that accent has gotten progressively worse for 3 years now. It's on a steady decline. All right. So we go from that to Rick Steiner versus the Italian Stallion. And so Steiner is in the ring right now, and he's actually defending the title in place of Rotunda. And JR, I agree. Let me explain. JR on commentary explains that the NWA okayed this and even said Rotunda okayed it because he wanted Steiner to know how it feels to be a real world champion. Now, Stallion nailed Steiner with a drop kick that connected big time early on and sent Steiner flying out of the ring. These guys go like, there it is. These guys go like 10 minutes, but Steiner finally wins with a nice clothesline. Steiner won, but Rotunda retains the belt. I don't know, Doc. You kind of said the same thing I felt, so go ahead and share your thoughts about this stipulation or rule that JR mentions.
Can you play 2310?
You want the audio from it or just the video?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, what? Audio and video or what?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. This is 2309.
Your wife could be sometime and kicks out of it. I beg your pardon. And with a front chin lock, Steiner continues to put the hold on. We got to take a break. This is a gigantic...
Rewind to where he says, beg your pardon.
Because you gave me the wrong timestamp. Let's go back to 2301 and try that.
Okay.
How's that sound?
Okay.
Here we go.
Edit this out.
What a move that was. When Stallion thought he had him down, he just cleaned his clock. It counts, okay, well, Sullivan is about indecisive as your wife could be sometime and kicks out of it. I beg your pardon. And with a front chin lock, Steiner.
Who was he talking to? Was he telling that to JR?
He was talking to Sullivan for a second, but then he goes, he was as indecisive as a wife can be.
I couldn't tell if he told JR, though, he's as indecisive as your wife.
I ain't going along with you on that one. You go deal with Lois on that.
Yeah.
I thought this was I thought the premise was stupid. The match was good. Steiner was great. And JR and Tony made it seem like Stallion had a chance.
Well, he did. They went 10 full minutes, so obviously they made it competitive.
Agreed.
Yeah, it was good. Steiner was good,
So everything but the premise was really good.
The premise being Steiner is defending the title for Rotunda, which makes no sense. Yeah.
Right.
Aubrey, you got any thoughts on this?
Is the Florida title, I guess it's gone, huh?
No, Steiner, he's still got it. You'll see it in the coming weeks. He's still lugging it around occasionally.
Jesus Christ. Just let it die.
Let it die. Like the Southwestern belt.
Western Heritage.
That's still
whatever.
there too.
That's still a thing.
Jesus.
Hoffer gets frustrated.
If you're going to have a belt, do something with it.
Nah, brother, everything was nailed down back then.
Well, you got to remember too, we're not reviewing Worldwide or Pro during this time, and you had stuff happening on those shows that don't happen here. So, but I agree to what Doc says when we say this all the time. Everything was not airtight, brother.
No.
Sorry to break the news to all the romanticists out there who romanticize about it.
Well, I
all
mean, what
the
do you
time.
expect? You got a bunch of 8th grade dropouts, carny motherfuckers trying to run a business.
It's nice, Doc. All right. We go to the next segment, and they literally replay the Spam Slam of the week again from the Road Warriors. There it is. Spam Slam. And then we go to JR interviewing this gentleman's name is Tim Willett, which we are told is an NWA associate. And he is here to tell us about the NWA traveling back to the Mid-South area to put on events.
Am I the only one that thinks, when you look at this, that it looks like Magnum TA and Jimmy Del Rey had a baby?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Wow. He actually looks like a halfway educated Jimmy Del Rey.
Well, who was this guy for real?
Bruh, I don't remember. His name is Tim
It looks like
Willett.
he was a worker.
He's a big dude.
Yeah.
His name was Tim Willett. And he's probably somebody, and I just don't realize it. But they called him an NWA associate.
He's probably somebody.
Well, no, what I'm saying is somebody will go, oh, he wrestled as such and such. And I go, oh, that was that guy. Because, I mean, let's be real. The first time you see Jimmy Backlund, Del Rey, in 87 Crockett or whatever, and he's like this skinny, gangly looking kid, you don't realize that's Del Rey because Del Rey looks so different in Smokey. So that's why I say that. All right. Doc, any other thoughts on this announcement where he's talking about going to the...
So I was a little confused here. So for 2 years, we're worldwide, we're in LA, we're in Chicago, we're in blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to take valuable TV time to talk about how we're going to Jonesboro, Arkansas.
I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Well, and after they abandoned the UWF, pretty much, I mean, they didn't abandon it. That's not the right thing. They squashed it. Depending on who you talk to. I mean, they basically just, they squashed it. Didn't do anything with it when they bought it. All they had was a TV. But anyway, I'm with you, Doc. I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it. But they're pumping it up now because they got to build up that big old event that's going to be at the Downtown Municipal Auditorium in New Orleans in a few weeks.
How many are they going to draw for that?
You going to be there?
Harper, how many people were there that night? Do you remember? I haven't looked at that.
Remember, I was a kid. I don't remember.
You were a kid. It's fucking 1988. You weren't fucking 5.
Dude, I was fucking 12. I don't remember.
Okay.
How old were you when you smoked your first cigarette?
13 maybe, 14.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
What'd you have? A Cool Filter King? That was the first kind you smoked?
I don't remember.
What's the first kind you smoked, Mike?
Yeah.
I told you I've had a guy back in the day, a Cool Filter King.
That sounds about right.
A buddy of mine gave me one. I was like, yeah, this smoking ain't for me, bro. Not for me. Dude, it's like you're inhaling ice or something. I can't even explain it. It's
That's
like,
the menthol.
well, Cool Filter. Never mind, bro. All right.
I didn't like it either. I don't like menthols. I mean, you have to be pretty.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, for real, man.
I don't want to say when this was or what happened. Harper called me one night. He was having a stressful day or night, and he calls me and he's telling me something that happened, and I'm like, damn, that's messed up. And he goes, man, this shit's got me. I fucking went and bought a cigarette, and I'm smoking a cigarette. That's how I knew it was bad.
Cigarette?
Yeah, literally a cigarette.
A Lucy?
No, it was real cigarette.
I went and bought a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a pack of cigarettes and he was smoking one. He was so stressed out. I was like, damn, bro, you must really be stressed because you don't smoke.
Bitches, bro.
See? Told you.
Stay away from them.
Yeah.
Just jerk off to them taking shits.
Okay. Doc, we go to the next match. It's Bam Bam Bigelow who defeats. I didn't even catch the guy's name. So, you got anything from this match?
It looks like Keith Whitley.
I forgot who it was, and I can't tell. He's got his face covered.
Chris Whitley. Remember that guy?
I guess.
Singer-songwriter, Harper.
Sure.
Late 80s. Married to what's her name?
I don't know.
Chris Whitley. He played like blues and kind of country, and he married Morgan. What's her name? The country singer.
The guy ooh, look at that. I don't know, man.
Man, let me tell you something. Bam Bam Bigelow was a badass here. First of all, Humperdink. Wow. I mean, I saw him in the early 80s in the magazines. He's a character, right?
Yeah.
I like Humperdink. I think he cuts good promos.
Yeah, and then you look at Bigelow, and now it's not much. First of all, he's using the gourd buster.
Mm-hmm.
But look at him. He's got a tattooed head, missing tooth. He looks different than everybody else on the card.
Yes.
Yeah,
look at him.
He's a breath of fresh air.
Yeah. He looks like the future, man. And he's agile. He's the next evolution of Gordy, right?
I mean, I never saw him like that. but I did see him as a different type of guy. He had that, like the whole outfit and the flames and the tattoos on his head, and yeah, he was different.
So here's a couple of things before you hit this promo, pal.
Yeah.
Bigelow's 27.
Whew.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Now look at this right here, Harper. You know what Humperdink looks like?
Yes.
Well, I'm going to tell you. You tell me what you think he looks like, and then I'll tell you. I'll promise I'll read what I have written down, but you go
All
first.
right. He looks like the God. I forgot his name, but in the Masters of the Universe movie, the one with Dolph Lundgren.
I ain't seen that shit in forever.
Yeah,
he looks like the little fucking elf guy.
Okay, I was going to say if you're looking at him here at 3356, he looks like a porn photographer that likes to take pictures of girls that are borderline legal. Mrs. Doug just walked in and is giving me a look, but if she saw this guy, she'd agree.
I think Doc might be onto something there, and I hate when he's right, but yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, for real, huh?
Wow.
Get the cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Oh yeah, and you know what's funny when you listen to him cut his promo, you really think that what Doc just said because of how he talks.
What? I'm not saying that he did that kind of thing, but what I'm saying is that the fact that that's what it makes it feel like when he's standing next to Bigelow in '88 makes these guys seem dirty and dangerous, and that's what a heel is supposed to do.
I agree. How about I go to the promo now so we can hear Humperdink, because I think he's good here.
Hit it, pal.
Here it is.
And Sir Oliver Humperdink and the Beast from the East, Bam Bam Bigelow, 390 pounds. What a monster.
396. Oh. I don't want to correct you, David Crockett, but 396. From the Jersey Shore, Asbury Park, I bring the Beast of the East to the NWA, the Major League of Professional Wrestling. It's an often said thing, but it's the truth. The NWA is where I got my start, where I learned everything I know, and I know some dirty tricks, David Crockett. But I'm here to tell you one thing. There is not a title safe. There is not a championship safe as long as the Beast of the East is roaming the woods of the NWA. I'm talking right to you, Ric Flair. Your belt is going to be ours. Barry Windham, you with that U.S. title, it's going to be ours. Midnight Express with those tag team belts, if we get a partner, they're going to be ours too. And I just want to say one thing to the jackals of professional wrestling, and everybody knows who they are. Let's name them. Gary Hart, you're a jackal. James J. Dillon, you're a jackal. Paul Jones, you fit in the category too. And Master James Cornette, you are a jackal. So as long as you keep out of my way and out of the Beast's way, we'll peacefully coexist. But the minute you stick your nose where it doesn't belong, jackals, you're going to get it knocked off. And this is a man right here that can do it, too. Oh, yeah, I want you to know, I've been around the world. I've been with the best. And I find no better here. And all you title holders, beware, because someday I might take them all away.
You know, it's like coming home back to the NWA. This is the pinnacle. This is the best. And I'm happy to be back. And when you see the name Bam Bam Bigelow on the card, you know you're going to see the beast. And before too long, mark my words, we're going to have all those belts. We are.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, beware of the beast. Listen, more action to come. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, be with us right after this.
All right, Doc, I'll throw it to you first. What do you think?
I like it. It's new. They're different. They're good at what they do. If I was going to rebook this, I might have had Bigelow slip in the ring and jump somebody. And I'm not sure I'd have him talk yet.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I actually, throughout his time over the next few months, I wouldn't have him talk either. I think Humperdink does a good enough job, and he really didn't need to talk. So I agree. I wouldn't.
You
let him
keep
talk.
the mystery up. You have him whoop somebody's ass that means something, and he's a formidable challenge from day one with that size and that look.
Yeah. Harper, what you think?
He's definitely something different.
Okay.
And this doesn't last that long, does it?
I don't remember it being. I don't. I never remember these things. I don't remember it being lasting too long. I mean, it's gonna go a little while, but I mean, if you think when you say last that long, you're talking like 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that the original Four Horsemen were together for 17 years, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I know. They were together for 18
Stop
months.
sending me memes.
I didn't. That's him.
I didn't send nothing.
Bruh. I'm trying to
That's
take
him.
this. I'm trying to take this seriously.
That does.
Tell me that's not him.
That does look like Humperdink.
No, it's
That was
not.
from the Masters of the Universe movie with Dolph Lundgren, Harper.
Yeah, he was like the little elf kind of comic relief character.
That does kind of look like him, Doc. I mean, you got to say, take away the ears, it does look like Humperdink.
Bigelow's final match was in January '89 when he teams with Luger to defeat Abdullah and Barry Windham.
So there you go. That's 3 months. 4
Damn.
months.
That.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't long. I just didn't know how long.
Yeah, because when I think of him, I don't think of, of this.
Yeah, I don't either. Because it was so short.
And he fought Trent Knight, by the way.
Trent Knight, that's right. Okay. Any other thoughts, Doc, on Bigelow and Humperdink there?
Well, let's see where it goes for the next 3 months.
Right.
I remember him as Crusher Yurkov. I remember him as Crusher Yurkov in, I think in World Class. And also, I don't know if he still listens. I hope he does. My old good friend Chris used to have a dog back in like the 90s, and it was named Bigelow. So shout out to him and his dead dog.
Wow. Okay.
What?
Let's go to Dusty Rhodes now, who's all of a sudden a Raiders fan, and he's got a Nike windbreaker on. Anyway, here it is.
Everyone has a dream, and that's the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Dusty?
David!
Yeah.
Whoa! What's happening, David? I see new light in here, brother, when I see 400 pounds of the beast from the Bam Bam Bigelow. Came out here, marched out here, and looking smooth as silk. So Oliver Humperdink, the natural wrestler, lies now on fire throughout the country. But one thing faces Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream, each and every day, and that is that little devil, Kevin Sullivan, the man with the dog collar, Gary Hart Alvarez, Les Zabisco, but now then, the Captain Redneck, Dickie Murdoch, now stands with Dusty Rhodes, the American Dream. And wasn't it good to see Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff back together, because Nikita knows what it's like to be part of this great country. And now Uncle Ivan got to change his ways. Stubborn old man that he is, but the baddest of them all, the Russian bad, now then taking care of business. My Stinger, the Luger man, and Ric Flair is on fire. And traveling all over, come over here with me, David, just a little bit, traveling all over the country, many fans come in to see Dusty Rhodes, and I know today that somewhere out there is a good friend of mine, Joe Frazier, the great fighter Joe Frazier is out here. Joe Frazier. Oh, excuse me, darling. I thought that was Joe Frazier again. And I'm ready. I'm hot. I'm alive. And I'm looking good and cool. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mom. I love you. Woo. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I said. No other dream but the American dream. Now let's go to the ring and the Fantastic.
Man, Dusty's boring me. Doc, what do you have?
I think it's worse than that.
Okay.
I thought Dusty seemed old there, trying to be the young guy at the club. Because we just saw the future, and it was Bam Bam Bigelow, and he's out there in his jumpsuit talking
And
about
a Raiders hat.
talking about Joe Frazier.
And the Raider, Harper nailed it though with the Raiders hat.
Yeah, but I'm talking talk about Mike Tyson or something, man.
Well, that's true too. Yeah.
You're talking about shit that happened 15 years ago.
Nike windbreaker like the kids, the Raider hat. It just.
He's like the
Man.
old guy at the club asking where he can get some Molly and where all the young bitches are.
Yeah. I know people like that.
You are people like that.
No. I just sit there and mind my own business and just watch Sports Center.
Watch
Shit.
Kansas and Kansas State beat the piss out of each other.
Yeah, what the fuck?
More sports doing wrestling better than wrestling.
Well, they sure do these days.
Bro, that guy picked up a chair and went after
Bruh,
somebody.
I saw some dude break someone's nose Saturday night
Okay, tell us.
at a fucking bar. It was
Really?
great. Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Okay, hold on. Were you bouncing?
No, I was just sitting there minding my own business, watching Sports Center, drinking my fucking beer, and it was a typical asshole with the Harley Davidson shirt with the sleeves cut off. So right there, it just screams fucking shithead.
Or dirty white boy?
Yeah, and he's fucking getting into this guy's face, fucking arguing. I was like, all right, here we go, man. I got something to watch. And so they go outside, and this dude punches him right in the fucking nose, bro. And his nose just goes sideways. It was fucking great. And the guy basically kind of just like fucking ran off with fucking him and his boys. I was like, that's fucking great. Fuck you, asshole. With your sleeveless fucking shirt on.
You heard Harper. Doc, Harper's like, I see this guy. He's got a Harley Davidson cutoff. And he's talking shit to this other guy. And, oh, great. I got something to watch here. Like he's got a front row ticket to wrestling.
Because I'm like, they ain't going to do shit, bro. Because we're all like fucking 40 fucking whatever years old, right? They ain't going to do anything wrong. They go outside the guys talking shit and pow, punch him right in the fucking nose, bro. It was great.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Sounds like a wonderful night out in Metairie,
Oh,
Louisiana.
shit.
Yeah, I'm thinking better you than me, motherfucker.
Amen. Oh, boy. All right. Doc, anything else from Dusty as we move forward?
No.
The Fantastics defeat the Menace and the Nightmare. After the match, JR mentions the U.S. Tag Team Tournament will be coming up for the vacant U.S. Tag Team titles. As you recall, the Midnight Express vacated them because they won the world title. So there you go. Those titles will be on the line, and we're going to talk more about this. This is like those titles. There's like a tournament every single year. Those titles are in existence. It's rather ridiculous. But anyway, Doc, any thoughts on the Fantastics?
This is the one time where they could have really used a Crockett Cup that they didn't do one.
Well, I mean, this is October. They usually do the Crockett Cup in the spring.
Fuck that.
Okay. Well, they do a tournament, just so you know.
We're going to do a Crockett Cup and hand out a fake check for $1 million, or we could actually put some belts up on the line.
Okay.
Man, let's get a ring and start a Fed. I'm ready.
Sure
Let's
you
do
are.
this. You sound like everyone else.
Right. Everybody's going to make money off of a promotion. All right, after the match with the Fantastics, we then get a promo from the Fantastics. Bobby talks about the U.S. Tag Tournament, as JR was just mentioning it. And then the Sheepherders do a run-in, and they tell the Fantasticks just shut up, and they kind of go back and forth. It's all verbal. Nothing much happens. Doc, do you have anything from it?
I can't remember watching it because I was a little drunk when I did, but that still puts me ahead of Harper. I thought that was kind of cheesy, wasn't it?
They didn't do nothing. Like, the sheepherders came out and confronted them, and you're expecting them to kind of, go to blows and get a little friction, but all they're doing is like kids on a schoolyard ribbing each other, and it, I've said this a bunch of times. The sheepherders are just completely misused, and they're gonna leave shortly because of that shit. But I say shortly, it's a little bit off, but they'll be leaving soon. And it's, to me, if you just watch Saturday Night, they don't ever do anything with them. I mean, they're a hell of a tag team. They can talk a lot of shit. We love shit talking, and they're good workers. And them and the Fantastics had some wars in the UWF. So, damn, do something with the sheepherders. But all they ever do is bring them out and have them talk some shit, and that's it. Nothing else. They just wasted them. Everything was airtight, brother. Doc, that's all I had from this, though. You got anything?
Right here, I was damn sure that this shit was good. Look, he poked him in the chest. That should have been enough.
And they don't do nothing. They just stand there. Look,
I kept waiting for this to pop off, and they made the Fantastics look stupid. And it's not their fault.
He should have punched him in the face right when he touched him.
Yep.
The only thing I can think is Bobby and Tommy were specifically told, don't touch him. I didn't get this. Everything was airtight, brother. All right. Doc, any other thoughts?
Mm-mm.
Harper, you had thoughts on it?
I'm just waiting for him to show up licking heads. That's got to be coming up.
It's not far off.
Speaking of heads, you notice, like, Fulton there has a bandage on. Koloff's been bleeding. I wonder if we're starting to embrace our roots again.
Yeah, just not on TV.
Yeah.
Remember, when we would cover 85 and 86, how
guys would bleed just standing there.
Yeah, no.
Harper, remember Manny Fernandez always bleeding?
Manny and fucking Magnum fucking always looked like he got attacked by a fucking mountain lion.
Or we used to say the belt sander.
Yeah.
Their heads look like just been torn up. It was rather ridiculous. All right. We keep going. The next match is Barry Windham defeats George South. Doc, anything from this?
No.
All right. So after Barry wins, him and JJ are going to cut a promo, and let's go to that right now. Here it is.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest United States champions ever, Barry Windham. JJ?
Well, I know the champion's got a lot to say. He's got a lot on his mind, but I've got a few things that have been bothering me, if you would. David, as I sit back and watch each and every year, I see the caliber of athletes that are coming along in the National Wrestling Alliance. They're getting bigger, they're getting stronger, they're getting smarter, and the thought of me putting on a pair of wrestling tights and getting back in the ring really kind of horrifies me. But there are a few situations where I consider getting the tights out of mothballs, getting back in the gym and training with my champions a little bit harder than I have in a long, long time. And I've got that little added incentive that I've been waiting for. I'm talking about 2 weeks from tonight in Philadelphia when a steel cage will be erected around the ring. I'm putting my tights on and I'm going back in the ring to right a wrong against none other than Mr. Jim Cornette himself. And I am going to relish that moment because Mr. Cornette, all your rapping, all your yapping, and all your shooting your mouth is not going to help you when you get to Philadelphia because that fence is going to keep your Midnight Express from coming in the ring and interfering, and there's no way that tennis racket is going to fit through the holes of the cage, and then you're going to be mine. I'm going to redeem myself in Philadelphia.
All right, Barry. We've got to talk about Sting.
We don't have to talk
No, yes, we do. Yes, we do. He's number one challenger, right?
The number one challenger, as has been proven many times. Sting has proven himself time and time again that he is the number one challenger. But let me tell you what, Sting, you still have to get the job done. You have not been able to yet. Time and time again, I will face you. And I'll tell you what, mister, when you and I step in the ring, everybody knows it's not fun and games. You can tell. I paid the price. I've been busted open from ear to ear. Every knuckle that I possess has been busted on your teeth. Let me tell you what, Sting, I still walk out of the ring victorious every night, and this championship is still with the Horsemen. So you keep that well in mind. Luger, you keep it in mind that the champion, the world heavyweight champion is Ric Flair, and he's going to retain his championship no matter what. Now, Mr. Jim Cornette, let me lay something down for you, and I'm going to make it very, very clear. You mess with James J. Dillon, which you think you're going to do, I will take care of you personally. Remember, James J., you have my word and the Nature Boy's word that the night will go just as planned, and we're going to have one hell of a night.
I may not be much of a wrestler anymore, but if I can't whip Jim Cornette, I'll eat that tennis racket myself.
All right, you heard him. He'll eat the tennis racket if he doesn't win. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, we're going to see Dr. Death, Steve Williams.
I like Barry right there, Doc. What did you think?
I thought Barry was really natural and good and cocky and just we're still getting it done. JJ saying he'll eat the tennis racket sounds like he's going to get some comeuppance, perhaps. Just a really good meat and potato segment. Let's get 2 more horsemen in here and keep it going, pal.
Good luck with the Horsemen. Oh
Yeah.
Harper, what you thought?
Barry's great, huh?
Man,
Barry's the one thing that's he's fucking constantly good with his promos.
he told Sting there in so many words, he ain't nothing and never will be. It's just the smugness. I've said this every single week. He's so smug and so good. And I think this match JJ's talking about with him and Cornette, I think they drew a sellout, or they had a really, really good house for that. Doc, does that sound familiar?
No.
Oh, okay. I could swear Corny's talked about that a lot. But anyway, Barry's great. Hopper, anything else?
No, it was just great from fucking Barry.
Yeah.
Wish Sting would take some tips.
Dr. Death defeats Joe Cruz. After the match, Dr. Death cuts a promo and says, I'm not going to play it, but it's kind of important because of what's coming. Dr. Death says he invented the Varsity Club and that Rotunda and them are running scared with that NWA TV title. And it wasn't a great promo, but I just wanted to mention that line from it because I think that's important. Doc, did you have anything else from it?
That hair of Dr. Death's is continuing to be a bigger and bigger problem as time goes along.
1988, bro. What's wrong?
I mean, look at that.
He actually kind of trimmed it a little bit, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
He either needs long hair or not. And he could look good either way.
Yeah, pick one.
But you can't have it both ways.
Remember when guys used to wear that, though, Hopper?
But that's
Yeah,
not a
fuck
mullet
that.
mullet. That's not a mullet. That's a rat tail mullet. That's the worst.
Right.
Dude.
That's like an elaborate rat tail.
The rat
he's on
tail
so many,
mullet.
he's on so many roids, even his rat tail's on roids.
That's nice.
Grow up.
His fucking rat tail's doing a cycle.
He used to cut
Seriously?
his hair. You see, like right there, he looks normal.
Yeah,
Right there.
he looks
It's
and
like
he
crop.
looks good. It looks good. And then you turn to the side, it's like fuck. And when he had long hair in Mid-South, it looked good.
It looks fine from the front, but when he turns around, he's got that rat tail. Oh,
There it is.
He looks like a
Jesus.
douche.
God. Harper, do you have any friends that had that rat tail back in the day?
I mean, they had kids in middle school. They used to walk around like that. Wearing
And
fucking,
you know that they're all dead now.
they're probably all
Or in
fuck-
jail.
Yeah,
Come on.
wearing Spud McKenzie t-shirts and shit.
And along
Why?
the way, and on the way to jail or death, they all had at least one child that they had no role in raising.
At least one.
At least. That's the minimum price of entry here.
Yes.
You know, you shouldn't talk like that, making generalizations about people.
About fucking people that got rat tails for fucking hairstyles. Fuck them.
Yeah.
No one that has ever had a rat tail for a hairstyle has done anything productive in life.
For real.
Tell me I'm
Oh.
fucking
You got about
lying.
238 people that are patrons out there reaching for some scissors to cut off their rat tails. Because Harper just called them out.
Oh, boy. Okay. Doc, any thoughts on Lex Luger's promo?
Not as good as last week, but he's still your babyface standard bearer, and that shirt screams late 80s.
Yeah.
That'll get up.
The whole outfit does. Let me rewind it, and then I'll tell the people what he says. I mean, look at that. The jeans and look at him.
He's got a tiny little waist, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He does.
It was like he went to that place, the fucking, what's that place they used to have in the mall, Chess King?
What?
You know what I'm talking about, Doc.
What is it, Casual Corner with a K?
I was going to say he looks like his name should be Bugle Boy.
Chess King or something.
Dude, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
that must have been a Metairie only thing.
By late 88, I was trying to wear as many Duke basketball and Guns N' Roses t-shirts as I could fit in a week.
Geez, 1988, I was wearing like fucking Teen C Surf Design and shit.
Oh, I bet you Doc looked like a straight douche in 1988.
What is that supposed to mean?
God,
says the guy who had the crisscross twisties in his hair. A lot of room to talk.
Did you?
You fat fuck.
Not in 88.
Right, later than that.
Oh.
Maybe like 93, 94, 95.
You used to walk around like that? Like in a fucking wrestling gimmick?
Trash.
No, I didn't walk around in a wrestling gimmick, but I mean, you might catch me with some braids in my hair.
Walking around looking like that?
No, I couldn't wear that shit in high school.
Chris Cross will make it. Jump. Daddy Mac will make it. Jump.
Summertime though, like when I didn't have school, I might, have my hair like that.
Trash.
Yeah, just
really?
A complete trash bag sitting over here talking about me.
Don't let him fool you. Those assholes in Metairie wasn't no better. They just were fake gangsters there.
Whatever.
Don't let him fool you.
You were popping on 5-0.
Yeah.
Those old wankster ass bitches from Metairie. They used to kill me.
I was enjoying my life.
I bet you were. Little fake ass fucking gangsters. There's fucking Metairie white kids. We used to rag on them so bad.
Well, what did you ever do? I bet Harper was way harder than you ever thought about being.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Harper wasn't. But his kinfolks out there, those fucking wanksters, they weren't.
Wanksters. What does that mean?
He knows. Don't let him fool you. Don't let him fool you.
What's a wankster?
Yeah, what's a wankster?
Go listen to 50 Cent. He'll tell you. All right. Anything else from Luger? Well, hey, real quick, Doc. I did need to say that about Luger. Luger tells Flair, Flair likes to flaunt his material possessions, and Luger says he ain't about all that. He's about the belt and all that other stuff. And the only reason that Luger loses to Flair is because Flair cheats. And I mean, he ain't really lying. So I thought that was good. Did you have anything else from it?
No.
Sting defeats Terry Jones. I'm sure you got a lot from that though, Doc. Right?
Come on.
That bad?
I just don't care about him.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, for real.
I'm not even mad about it anymore. It's just like, bruh, let's go.
Where's Terry Funk come in?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
This is 1988.
So we got what? A year?
No, we don't have that long.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact. I don't have the exact month memorized, but no, we don't have that long. I mean, it's October already. I mean, we're nearing the end of the year. The one thing to remember about this year, though, is Starrcade is later in the year this year. Christmas instead of Thanksgiving. Anyway, all right, Doc. Any other thoughts before I go to Corny?
Nah, Corny's popping off here, Pally.
Yeah, he's about to rip JJ a good one. Here it is.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the manager of the world tag team champions, Jim Cornette. You know something, David Crockett? The Midnight Express have turned out not only to be the hottest tag team in wrestling, but to be the hottest team in the world today. Jim and Tammy? Bush and Quayle? Sounds like a companion magazine to Field and Stream. Dukakis and Benson? Sounds like the brand of a power saw, brother. The Midnight Express, the World Tag Team Champions. That's what's happening not only in wrestling, but around the world. You know, there were 2 events in the past month that horrified the nation, horrified the world. That was Hurricane Gilbert and the Midnight Express winning the World Tag Team Championship, brother. You know, Hurricane Gilbert, I heard there was 500,000 people homeless in Jamaica. That was before the storm hit. But the Midnight Express is even worse than that. From coast to coast, continent to continent, we're making their knees freeze, their liver quiver, their bladder splatter, and their spleen turn green. And I'm going to tell you this, all the teams in wrestling are going to have to watch out because we got no friends. We're wrestling everybody. We're defending everybody because we can beat everybody, brother. And I'm going to tell you right now, nobody is going to take those World Tag Team belts away from us. And J.J. Dillon, you old senile sore loser, you old goat, October the 15th in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, brother. J.J. Dillon and me, one-on-one in the town the Midnight Express beat his boys for the World Tag Team title. We're going to get inside a steel cage, and J.J. Dillon, we're going to settle this thing once and for all. I know that you're bigger than me. I know that you're stronger than me. And I know you've had about 3,000 matches, and I've had a handful. But J.J. Dillon, you're also about 62 years older than I am. And if I can run from you for 5 minutes right there in Philadelphia on the 15th, then you're going to keel over of a heart attack, and I'm going to kick your brains out. And now, I present the undisputed tag team champions of the world, Beautiful Bobby and Sweet Stan, the Midnight Express.
Corny was good. Doc, what do you have?
Corny was good, dog.
He's about to be better on commentary, so I've got a soundbite from his commentary that I think's great. But you got anything else from his promo?
I didn't like the liver quiver, blah, 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 but I'll let that go. He did make a Jamaica joke that probably would have got him fired again in 2019 that I don't have a problem with. And commentary, let's hear some of that. Harper, what did you think of Corny there?
I just when was the last time you heard someone say Dan Quayle?
Potato.
Yeah.
Back then.
That guy fell off the map, too, huh?
For real. What the fuck ever happened to Dan Quayle?
I'm going to let y'all tell me, and I don't know.
Mike doesn't care about politics because, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Why should I care about those people? They don't care about my people.
Uh-huh.
Whatever.
Remember, he was young and all, right?
Right.
He's 72 years old now. God, everybody's gotten old.
Yeah, including us. None of us are younger.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to die
fucking
soon.
young.
You are not. You were sitting in some bar last week swilling cheap beer, watching Sports Center, watching some guy splatter.
Yeah, no, huh? I was thinking, better you than me, motherfucker.
And
the girl's like, why didn't you get up? I was like, I ain't doing shit.
Wait. The girl. You weren't alone?
No, the bartender. It's just, someone I know. She was like, why didn't you go do something? I was like, I'm 43 years old, man. I ain't getting involved in this fucking Saved by the Bell bullshit.
You should have had her. You should have asked her why she didn't get her ass up and go.
That's right.
She had more tools. I watched this on Bar Rescue once. If there's a bar fight, what you do is you have a rag and ice water, and you go pull it out and you stick it on them on their neck. And the theory was anybody who gets ice water that cold put on them, they're going to stop what they're doing and long enough for you to grab them and get them out.
Okay.
And that's not like a hard body Harper is bouncing at the bar. He just grabbed them by the neck and throw them out. I'm talking about like if you're medium size like Mike or a girl, it gives you long enough to like make them pause so that you grab a hold on them.
Yeah.
Last thing I'm doing is grabbing a fucking towel and dunking it in ice water and putting it on the back of a man's neck. Okay. God.
When's the last time you were at a bar drinking, Mike?
At a bar drinking. Well, Harper, would you consider the place not too far from you a bar?
Yeah.
Mania weekend?
That's the last time?
I'm trying to think, man. I mean,
God damn.
at an actual bar drinking.
He don't smoke. He don't drink.
You don't go out nowhere?
Not like a bar or nothing, man. I mean, I've been places.
He goes to Applebee's and makes Shanita split apps with him, dude.
Yeah. He's like, look, it's fucking 2-for-1 margaritas, you know?
Bro, that's her thing, man.
He goes out there and goes, I need a margarita with 2 straws and 1 plate of chicken wings with 2 plates.
He's like the asshole that goes to Subway and gets a foot long, and he gets half of it with something, and the other half with something else. Because he's too cheap to pay for fucking 2 sandwiches.
Jesus Christ.
I've seen that done before.
You don't drink, you don't smoke, you don't do drugs. What kind of black person are you?
Yeah. He don't drink Heineken?
Oh, that's some nasty stuff, man. Oh,
Bro, no. You have to drink Heineken or Bud Ice. You got to pick one.
God, that stuff is terrible. Oh,
Heineken?
Jesus. Won't you just whip your freaking penis out and piss in a glass and drink it?
Heineken is delicious, bruh.
Yeah.
Bruh, what do you not get? I don't like beer. All right?
That's the worst thing that you've ever said on this show.
Look, I didn't say.
I have tried to tell these people for over 5 years that you're not one of us, that you're not like us, the patrons, and me and Harper. You're the outlier here. You spent 5 years trying to tell everybody that I am. And we played along with it because you told me to be a heel for a few years. But now the truth is really coming out.
I don't like beer. I don't know what else you want me to say. Hey, let me tell you something. You buried a bunch of the listeners when you said you didn't drink IPAs. We got a lot of people out there who like IPAs, so don't start.
People want to be stupid. I can't stop them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the other thing. They have all these flavors of IPA. Every one of them tastes the fucking same. And I like beer.
We got one called Jucifer that like everyone likes.
I bet it tastes just like every other one.
Yeah.
Like perfume.
Okay. I'll never forget when Doc had me taste that shit at his house.
Yeah.
Right. God, why did you just...
Mike ain't been back since.
It's like, why did you just give me this flower petal juice?
Yeah, it's like, fabuloso, beer.
All right. Hey, let's go to Cornette now. We gotta get this show wrapped up. We got the Midnight Express. They are out there, and they're going to defeat Gary Royal and Jerry Price. But let's hear from Corny on the mic. He's got something to say, and this is pretty good.
Steiner and Ricardo, man, let me tell you something. There's no way, shape, or form that they could conceivably ever beat the Midnight Express for the World Tag Team Championship. You want to talk about the Russian Assassins? I haven't seen that much spandex covering that much ugly flesh since the last time I went to J.J. Dillon's favorite nightclub. You want to talk about the Road Warriors? The Road Warriors said they're missing something around their waist. Well, I got news for them. They're missing something between their ears, hair, and brains. You want to talk about Ivan and Nikita Koloff? Nikita Koloff said, open your heart up to Uncle Ivan. Have you seen that face? I wouldn't open my door to Ivan Koloff. You want to talk about any other teams? The Fantasticks. We have beat them like red-headed stepchildren all across the country and into the provinces of Canada, and we're fixed to do it again, as a matter of fact. You want to talk about Al Perez and Larry Zbyszko? Managed, of course, by Gary Hart. Gary Hart's the only human being in the world. He doesn't have bags under his eyes. He's got eyes over his bags. So, Gary Hart, you old chrome dome, you house haunter, you ain't got no team that can take the Midnight Express. We're unbeatable. We're undefeatable. Nobody can stop us, and nobody can even give us a good try because we're the best there is and always have been.
You've been eating too much chocolate again, Jimmy?
Not at all. There you go, another victory. Well, see you later. The undisputed Tag Team Champions of the world.
All right, I'm going to pause it because Flair's coming out. Doc, any thoughts on Corny on the mic right there during the match? I thought it was pretty good.
Once again, he don't give a shit about bagging on everybody.
Yeah.
He said, I haven't seen that much spandex covering that much ugly flesh since I went to J.J. Dillon's favorite nightclub.
That's nice. Know what that means, right?
Yeah, he's out there hanging out with Vito.
Yeah. Vito, what are you doing here? You a fag? No, man. I'm just hanging out here, man. It's all a joke.
What did Chrissy say?
Yeah. So when he said he was greasing the union, we didn't know this is what he meant.
Where did he go? He's up.
Yeah.
No, the best part too was when he imitated him. When he said he was talking about he had the chaps on. He was doing the whole YMCA thing, and Chrissy's imitating him. God. By the way, we keep getting requests to when Smokey's done to do a few episodes of Sopranos.
Vito's an ass muncher.
Doc, it's been like a year since I watched it. To be honest, I feel like I need to go through it again.
I've gone through it probably 6 times, and that's just not catching an episode here or there. Or just, I mean, I'm going to start to finish, start the beginning and go to finish 5 or 6 times.
The comedy in it is what helps make it too. Like that scene with Chrissy with the he had the chaps on and doing the whole YMCA thing.
Right, but the guy from the Village People.
It's the comedy, but it's everything. Because I mean, there's a good drama in there. There's good comedy in there. There's good gangster shit in there. There's real life shit.
Tony banging the brawl. He was at work and oh my God. All right, let's go to Ric Flair. We got to see what he's got to say because he's coming out late in this episode. Here it is.
The number one man in the world, the man that everybody wants to be, the world heavyweight champion, Ric Flair.
I guess, David, in my own humble way, I could tell the American public to take a look around this room and let the atmosphere speak for itself. Ric Flair, I am the man in professional sports that everybody loves to hate. You know why? Because time in and time out, I walk out here not only a winner, but I walk out here the picture of success because I am the world's best wrestler. You know why that is? Because I've got a gold belt that Luger, I don't care if you want a taste of it or not, it's mine. Bottom line is, Ric Flair, your world's heavyweight wrestling champion. Sting, just like Luger, great, tremendous physical assets, everything going his way, but can he walk the aisle? Can he beat the world champion? Not a chance. The attitudes, Lex Luger, he walks out here, he says, you know what, Flair, you're on top of your game, but your key to success is the fact that you cheat, that you don't wrestle by the rules. Well, once again, you're right, Lex. I'm the dirtiest player in the game. But, brother, when you're making $2 million a year and you don't want to see a change, you learn to survive at all costs. And all these little girls over here that can't wait for Sting's music to break, for Sting and Luger to walk out and go like this and like this. Well, the bottom line is, girls, in my own little way, I style and profile. And if you want to see this half naked, you gotta pay $20. You gotta walk into an arena. You gotta look at the billboard. It's gotta say the world's heavyweight wrestling champion, Bam Bam Bigelow. You made a statement that you have performed and wrestled against the best in the world. Well, Bigelow, let me explain something to you. Let's pretend that the National Wrestling Alliance is the biggest saloon in the world. Have you ever walked into a bar, Bigelow, and looked around and knew that there were 5 or 6 guys could kick your? Well, let me tell you something, pal. In NWA, there's 20 guys. The reputation stops here. Look at Luger. Look at Sting. Look at Road Warriors. Look at Dusty Rhodes. Look at Ric Flair, Barry Windham, the Russian Assassins, Nikita Koloff. Look at the greats that make this the NWA. And the bottom line is, whether you like it or don't like it, learn to live with it, because God bless you, it's the best thing going today.
That it is. The World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair. If you want to beat the man, you got to beat the man. More to come right after this.
All right, Doc, what you got for Ric Flair right there?
At first, I was like, I don't know. But then when he turned to on Bigelow and said, there's 20 guys here. And that was pretty strong. Because he's in that, I'm getting the promotion over. But guess what? Of all those 20 guys, I'm the man. And Bigelow's a big dude.
Well, I think he legitimizes Bigelow just by bringing him up, too.
Sure, absolutely.
That was my note. Like, you mentioned his name, and so you make him, you calling him out, even if it's in a bad way, it basically just puts him over.
Absolutely.
Harper, what you got from it?
I love it when he says, when you've been champion for 2 years, you learn to survive.
Boy, that's true.
Which means he does whatever it takes to win. Dude, he just rammed that guy's head right in the fucking thing.
Yes.
What an asshole.
Boing.
Oh, shit.
Dude, he crumpled. He crumpled, too.
That hurt. We're talking about Dick Murdoch, who's in there against JC Wilde right now, and he's whipping his ass. So, Doc, anything else before we keep going?
I thought Rick was really good there, and he got the fans fired up.
Yeah, I'm giving him the Rolex right now. I'm just putting that on.
Yeah.
Rick's getting my Rolex. We go to Dick Murdoch, who defeats JC Wilde, and it's funny how Dick Murdoch is all of a sudden positioned here. And Murdoch cuts a promo after, and Murdoch puts Sullivan on notice, and man, it was pretty good. It was talk them into the building type stuff. Doc, did you have anything from it?
I didn't, but I just am always confused. Is Murdoch here? Is he not here? Is he good? Is he bad?
Dude, for real, bruh.
I can't keep up, man.
Do you wear the white hat or the black hat? I don't know.
And where have you been for the past 3 weeks? Did you leave? Or are you just not on TV?
It's very strange with Murdoch. If all you're watching is Saturday night, and he goes, he comes, he goes, he comes. He's a heel, he's not. He's a heel, he's not. It's the weirdest thing, the Texas Outlaws are back, and I don't know, man. I felt like for this, I feel like here he's on TV cutting his promo because Murdoch was big in the Mid-South area, and that's where they're supposed to be going based on everything they're telling us lately, and I just think that was part of it. But I mean, the promo was good. I mean, he was talking him into the building. Don't get me wrong, but I'm with you, Doc. It gets kind of confusing at times with Murdoch when you watch this episodically week by week.
Yeah. Yes.
Al Perez and Larry Zbyszko with Gary Hart defeat Mike Jackson and Keith Steinborn. And then we get a promo from Al Perez. And Gary Hart, where, he's talking about these guys as a tag team. And
I didn't think it was very good.
My problem with it was we saw this earlier in the year with these guys. They were a tag team for a cup of coffee.
For the Crockett Cup.
Yep. And now
That's
it feels
right.
like the only reason we're doing this again is because everything was airtight, brother. The only reason we're doing this again is because now we have another tournament where we need 2 guys to be put together. So it's like, all right, well, let's put Zbyszko with his Western States title. There you go, Harper. You asked for it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah. Let's put these guys back together for the tournament. At least that's how it feels right now. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen or doesn't happen or does, but that's how it feels. Doc, what did you think?
Yeah. I didn't think this was their best effort either.
Yeah. All right, Harper, any other thoughts before we close this one out?
I just like to see him with that belt, man. What a great champion.
Come on,
asshole.
I mean, look at
that. All right. So Harper and I actually already gave out our Rolexes, but we do need to rate this thing. Before we do so, I want to remind you all, Check out and use our Amazon referral link every time you shop on Amazon at tinyurl.com/bttamazon. It's a great way to support this show on an ongoing basis without spending anything extra. You're only spending the money that you use or you pay for things on Amazon. So there you go. It's tinyurl.com/bttamazon. It is a great way to support this show. Give that link to the wives, girlfriends, hoes, side pieces in your life and tell them to use it every time they use Amazon. Now, Doc, I'll let you go first because I bet you got to run. It's getting late. Who you giving your Rolex to?
Richard Flair.
All right. And you want to rate this thing since you probably got to run?
I'm gonna rate it. I'm gonna hear what y'all rate it because I'm kind of interested to hear what y'all rate it, and then I am gonna drop off because I have some other charity work to go do.
Sure you do.
To wrap up the evening. Man, this was an odd episode because I really like Bigelow coming in. Flair was good. Corny was good. There's just some stuff that's not making sense for me. It was weird when Rick was naming all the people that were awesome, but then he threw in the Russian assassins. It was an hour and 20 minutes. Oof.
Yeah.
Ugh.
C+. Say it.
No. B-.
Oh.
Okay. I'm actually going to give it a B+. I agree with many of the things Doc said, but I'm going to go B+. What are you giving it, Hopper?
A C+.
Wow.
I mean, we saw Bam Bam. I mean, Flair was good, but it seems like they're scrambling.
Rudderless ship.
Yeah. They're scrambling to put this shit together.
He's making a joke about something that I can't even comment about when he
Say
it. No, it's nothing.
About the shoe job?
No.
It's something like that. Anyway, that's why it's inside baseball. But go ahead,
Fucking
Hopper.
T-Rex. No, it just feels like they're just scrambling to put this shit together.
Yeah. They're too busy.
They're
too busy. They're too busy trying to broker the deal during the day to sell this piece of shit that they can't book it right.
Yeah.
Well, we're getting close to that. I mean, it's October 1st.
And I'm wondering,